My name's Matt and I was part of the Three Peaks Blindfolded Challenge and we've been nominated as Fundraising Team of the Year. So the Three Peaks Blindfolded Challenge consists of myself and 6 other mates, and we all got together to decide that we wanted to raise money for a really important charity, the Royal Society for Blind Children, a charity that's very close to my heart because our daughter Alexa suffers with a very rare condition called brittle cornea syndrome, which has meant that she's lost most of her sight and there's a high possibility that she'll go blind. I was shocked to find out that 90% of kids with visual impairment will only go on to work for 6 months of their adult life, which we just, as a group, just said that that's not good enough and we need to raise awareness. So the challenge we set ourselves was to do the 3 highest peaks in the UK under 24 hours, but we wanted to make it a bit harder, so we decided that I'd be doing it blindfolded. Alexa's constantly doing things that prove that just because this stuff has happened, it doesn't mean that it should be a life with limits. Anyone can do anything if they put their mind to it, whether you can see or not see, and I wanted to share that with my kid as well.
When I found out that my dad did the challenge in under 24 hours, I was so proud of him, and as soon as he got home, I just ran up to him and gave him a giant hug, and it kind of inspired me to do more stuff and believe that you can do anything.
It felt amazing to be nominated. Myself and the team were all really proud. It's another bit of exposure for the Royal Society for Blind Children, and any exposure is great for them because they're such an amazing charity that need as much awareness as possible raised for them.
Hi, I'm Rich.
Hi, I'm Colin.
And we're 2 members of Safi Aziz 11.
Me and Richard especially became really close with Safi through football. He was a really fun-loving guy, always had a big smile on his face, really contagious laugh. So he visited Pakistan in December of 2017, a typical trip away for him to see his family. Fortunately, whilst he was asleep in a room with his cousin, there was a gas leak, which is a fairly common problem in Pakistan. And unfortunately, the carbon monoxide suffocated them and they were unable to sort of make it out and keep going after that.
After sort of everything had happened, I was sat in the car and I thought, if this is really true, we're gonna have to do something that honours our best friend. I thought, how about a football match? Something that he'd be proud of. And we always told each other that we're in control of how big this whole thing can be.
Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with my mum about where we're gonna host it, and she said, oh, why don't you just ring the school up and use the school playing fields? And I told her, it's bigger than that, Safi's worth more than that. So we decided to choose Muslim Hands because we really believed that the money would go somewhere.
And they really did a good job. We've seen pictures of the gravity water scheme and the well they're building in Mali. This was our way to say goodbye, and we didn't expect the total we've got. We just surpassed 13,000. The impact he had on everyone is really translated through the total we raised and just the magnitude of the event itself. And it was just a great sort of display of sort of empathy and togetherness. He would have loved it. Yeah. He would have absolutely loved it. He would have said, poor performance.
Should have won.
But good event.
Yeah. Just to turn around and see the whole stand full, just for our friend, it was unreal to think about.
Hello, we're the Sumeria family and we've been shortlisted for Team Fundraiser of the Year. So our team is made up of myself, my boyfriend James, and my parents Rachel and Barat. My little sister Emily died of sudden unexpected death in epilepsy when she was 19 at university. And we wanted to do a really big, loud fundraising event to raise money for the charity that have supported us ever since she died. So we wanted to drive this tuk-tuk all the way to Turkey through 21 countries to raise awareness of the 21 people who die from epilepsy every week in the UK.
Half of the SUDEP deaths are avoidable. My own daughter's death, I feel, was definitely avoidable. And SUDEP works to reduce those deaths by raising awareness, helping clinicians tell patients about the risks. They provide caseworkers to help people who've been bereaved through the inquest process, which can be really traumatic after a sudden death. It's still a very small charity, but it really punches above its weight and is getting more and more noticed now, which is great, and hopefully will save some lives in the future.
Trip was eventful. It was long. I haven't spent that much time with my parents, but no, it was amazing. We got to see so many parts of Europe that we'd never seen. We got to meet the most amazing people. We managed to raise the most insane amount of awareness, which was really the main priority for us. This whole trip has been really insightful into just how many people valued her and thought how wonderful she was, because they've really, really got behind us, and we would never have raised the amount of money that we did without them and without the love that she'd given them previously.